that success is amplified thanks to Will Coletti's success at the Faceoff X. He gets it done with a combination of toughness and technique. Will Coletti is no doubt one of the top faceoff specialists in college lacrosse.
Coletti's now the program leader in faceoff wins, needs 5 more ground balls for that record as well at Army. Defensively,
A.J. Pout, he's one of the top defenders nationally. We saw why last week. He and this Army close defense held a prolific Rutgers attack to 0 goals. This defense is tremendous. Pilot leads the way.
Mercer lost 2 weeks ago to number 19 UNC in Atlanta 13-5. Carolina scored 8 straight in the second half. Mercer opened the season with a loss at High Point, but beat Hampton convincingly home the next day. And we have a whistle off the draw. It's going to go to Army. It would appear to me that a lot of people think that the best player, Frederick, picks up his 5th of the season. And suddenly, it would appear that Mercer is ready to go. We've got a whistle, and this one looks like it's going to go against Army. So Mercer will get it back as Strong gets ready to put it back into play. Balls at Rutgers last week did not faze them. Mercer, nothing to lose, nothing to prove. Is going to play hard every single second as the Black Knights will control again. Burek directs traffic as the Black Knights try to.
But that's a situation when you save the ball as a defense, you got to get that ground ball to make sure you get the ball out of the defensive end. So Army taking advantage of that ground ball situation right there. And they'll put 2 long sticks at the Army midfield, and they'll give fellows a short stick often. So if he's going to play like that, if teams do that, look out.
So Army wins another face-off. Burek, no shot yet. It comes now. It comes in front to Coletti, who hammers and scores. He can do it all. He's not a Fogo. He stays out there. It's 4-1.
And that is the advantage when you have a player like Will Coletti who's a threat with the ball in his stick. Army had numbers in this situation, and eventually they're able to find the open man, Will Coletti, and he delivers for Army. You mentioned not just the Fogo, he's the complete package, no doubt. One of the top face-off specialists nationally, and that's one of the reasons why.
So that's his 2nd of the season as Army, after giving up the first, have scored the next 4. Coletti gets another face-off win, and he's running quickly again. He's still got it. Fire, scores! He's done it again! Will Coletti gets a 2nd helping for the salad bar quickly, and it's 5-1.
Will Coletti cannot be stopped. This kid is special. Wins a face-off backwards, and then he's such a good athlete, creates an opportunity for himself, and he stings it.
It wasn't long ago that the sport changed the face-off rules as far as your position, your crouch. What has helped Coletti in that veneer? Was it a simple adjustment that benefited him based on the success he's had lately?
Well, I mean, a kid like Will Coletti, he's going to be successful no matter what the rules are. He's a super athlete. You know, not being able to go on the knee anymore and being in more.
Wake-up call for Army, and since then, they have been who we thought they would be, to paraphrase a line from the late, great Dennis Green, as Coletti once again wins a face-off, has to take the long way home and gets it out of Burek.
Well, Mercer played pretty well between the lines, but Will Coletti.
UMass, which some would say is an instant classic just because of all that happened in that game. Army and UMass have played some great season-opening games over recent years, but that one might be at the very, very top.
And Greg Canella's UMass team is always really, really good, so that's always a very impressive win anytime you can get a win over UMass.
With all of you, I still didn't see it go in. When you're absolutely right about power forward. He has a lot of power, but he has been able to find some finesse in the development of his game, and I think that's going to rub off on everybody else too.
He moves really well for a big guy. Captain, that's a juice goal.
So I've been advised by Ryan Panny, the next ground ball for Coletti will be the program record.
And he's already the all-time leader in face-off wins for this team. So Coletti just having an outstanding career so far. He's so young too. We're just the beginning of his junior year.
Does that mean he gets a 2nd ball on the mantle? Who many times said this as Stephen Q. Urkel? Did I do that? That's what Eicher just said. As the Black Knights, they've got everything going their way. If you're Mercer, you've got to pick yourself up at this point When they've had the ball, Mercer has had a game plan in offense, but thanks to Will Coletti, they haven't had it much. As Coletti able to feed. A lot of people expect big things to play based on what you know and what you've seen already in the Patriot League. Who are the teams that Army has to be careful about when that part of the schedule begins?
Well, always Loyola, and I mean in the Patriot League, Navy, obviously, Boston University, but the whole league as a whole is really good from top to bottom. You saw Colgate knock off Penn State earlier this season, and Holy Cross is getting better. I mean, Lehigh went toe-to-toe with Rutgers in week 1. Patriot League's really talented. There are no gimme games.
At some point during that first half, Will Coletti did pick up the record for
season. You're going to need production from the back end of that offensive group. The second guys, the third guys who get minutes here and there. Alex Geekus, a major piece of the second midfield.
He gets his first goal of the season. Coletti wins another face-off, and he's not ready to leave yet. He's still got it, gets knocked down from behind. Ball comes loose, and Kelly with a big save in front. First ever. Mike Harney. Right nearby. Mayapak. Yep, get the ball.
Get him the ball. He'll remember that one. First of many.
This one is chucked back towards Kelly, but it's picked up again by Crocker, who moves it up midfield quickly as the Bears. Burek with 3 assists.
And Mel, you see how smooth his shot is. Minimal cradles. Gets that ball off so fast. It's like a quarterback with the Bears. 7 here. Nice job by Frederick showing off his ability as a stretch shooter. Those are some things you can take away from this game. Mercer has played well at times offensively.
The margin is 8. It might be the final margin.